Hey everybody, big welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a little video on upgrading the exhaust on my new to me 2019 Harley-Davidson Road Glide. Not a special, looks like a special, but it's not, just a regular. Excuse my messy garage as we do this little upgrade here to showing you the bike. A little bit dirty, I haven't even washed it yet. I've only had the bike, not even a week. So I bought it last Saturday. And I'm loving it, but there's something I'm not loving, which obviously if you're clicking on this video, there's a good chance you're not loving it either. And that's the fact that it sounds like a fucking Prius when I go down the road. So it's an M8 107. It's not the 114 because it's not the special, but regardless, I think they sound pretty much the same with the stock exhaust here. So yeah, we are gonna have to do some upgrades. Let's go ahead and start the bike so we can do a proper before and after. And I don't know if I'm gonna get out and ride it today because it's like a windy day. Apparently I had the radio on. Let's turn that down and crank her up. In the garage it doesn't sound terrible, but when I went from my 2001 Electric Glide, which had, like, you know, big wide open pipes and no catalytic converter, it definitely sounded meaner. So yeah, it sounds like a wee little baby Harley, but we're gonna fix that. So let's check out the pipes that we got. Okay, as I'm opening these, I'm gonna tell you a little story, which is that I had to go and buy the backrest that you saw on my bike on from someone on Marketplace, because I bought the new seat, the Mustang seat that I put on there. It was 1,100 bucks online and it got delivered, but it doesn't come with the driver backrest, and I needed one because I just needed it. And anyway, so they're about 500 bucks with tax, 500 or 600, whatever it is anyway, with tax and delivery and shit. And I wasn't about that, so I found somebody selling a brand new one on Marketplace for 200 bucks. So I didn't even question it. I was like, yeah, I'll come get it. And so I went out to Brampton to go buy that, and then while out there I decided to go check out the Harley dealer in Mississauga and see what they had for pipes. And they had these S&S, because I wanted what they had in stock at the moment, and this is all they really had in stock for black exhaust. And anyway, he's like, they're $1,100 and whatever dollars, and plus tax, so like $1,300. And I was like, okay, cool, let me think about it. So they got silencers in there. We're gonna take that out. So that's one. Anyway, I'll tell you this quick little story though, so you know that you can do this. So he's like, he told me the price, 1,100 and whatever dollars, and then plus tax, so like 1,300 and something with tax here in Canada. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go have a coffee. I'm gonna watch some reviews and shit on YouTube, and then I'll come back in and I'll let you know. So I go out and I just put it into Google, the S&S MK45, and I see that a site called Fortnite, not Fortnite, but Fortnite Canada has them on for like 946 bucks or something, free shipping. So I go back into the dealer, and he's a nice guy, and I said, listen, you sold me on the pipes, they got good reviews, and I said I'm happy with them, I'd get them, but look, man, they're on for like 946 or whatever on Fortnite. So, you know, I realized, you guys are a brick and mortar store, you got, you know, overhead and shit like that. So I said, and plus I can walk out of here today with them. So I'm like, if you can do $1,000 I will buy them from you rather than online. And so anyway, he goes on his computer, and the most he could apply was a 10% discount. And so he's like, I can give them to you for 1,026. He's like, that's the best I can do though, because it's like, that's all the computer will let me do. But I get them right away instead of waiting a week or whatever. So I've got a big charity ride this weekend. up in Niagara and shit. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. So anyway, I saved like 120 whatever dollars off of the dealership price at the Harley dealer. I didn't even know you could negotiate with them. Probably most of you didn't know you could negotiate with them. But yeah, that pipe looks pretty sick. You'll see that I got the slotted end, like the angled to follow, because I've got the stretched bags, like it's got the special bags. So this hopefully is going to go smoothly. Let me go ahead and get my bags removed. And all right. So it looks like these two are going to be 1/2 inch. And then I think the one under here is going to be 14 for the slip-ons. And I should mention that right now, I'm not bashing the catalytic converter out, but more than likely that's going to be my plan. But I think if you do, you got to get it tuned. So since I didn't have that in place yet, I don't have anywhere to do it. I don't have anything set up. I just thought I'll leave the catalytic converter in place, and then we can address that another day. So just set my Insta360 up here. Let's see if we can get this shit undone. Just like that. Loosen that clamp off. I don't know how far it has to go. Now on this bike, the passenger side, well, sorry, driver's side, the left side, it's not really a driver's side, it's because it's not a passenger seat and shit. The exhaust is smaller on one side is what I was trying to get at. So on the left side of the bike, the inlet's smaller. Because I think it only really takes like 1/3 of the exhaust, not half, even though it's dual exhaust. And these pipes that come on the bike are virtually worthless. I see some people trying to sell them for like a couple $100, but honestly, there's people on there trying to get $50 for the pair. So I'm gonna guess nobody wants this shit since they make it so quiet. Yeah, I'm not into that though. So, loud pipes save lives. That's what they say. Let's see. Right. Maybe I didn't undo the front one enough. Let's go a little further after I almost dropped my camera. Okay, so I got the first side off, and now I just undid all the bolts on the other side. So on the right-hand side, that bolt under here is actually a 15 mil. For whatever reason, it's a different bolt, but no big deal. We got lots of tools. Let's see if we can set the camera up here where it won't fall off. Just like that. And just kind of like what I did on the other one, just kind of jiggle it a bit while pulling back to get it to release. It's coming. Now we do have to reuse these shit here. Whatever, these exhaust clamps and shit. So let's see, one of these was a 15, was that one? Yep. Just back that off a little more. Come on. Look, she's on there. Almost there. Maybe a little more. Alright. Now, as I'm here, I'm realizing that one of my shocks, I don't know if this is standard, but has no adjustment, and on the other side it does, so I'm not sure if that's normal. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. Okay. So, this is the big side. Let me get that. Well, I bought my pipes and they sold me the wrong ones. They don't, one of them's supposed to be bigger on the tip, and I don't know what model they sold me, but they are not. I don't know. Doesn't really say, it just says the... Okay guys, fast forward a couple of days, and I don't even know where the video left off, but anyhow, the dealer had accidentally gave me the wrong model. He gave me the ones for the 2016 and below. And I see that these tips are facing the wrong way. I just realized that now. I thought that the tips were supposed to be slanted the other way, but maybe these are adjustable. I'm thinking that maybe these can be adjusted, so we'll look into that in a minute, because I wanted them like that so that the bottom was in line with the bag, but that's okay. We can, I think that's adjustable. I guess we'll find out soon. And I think when I had left off the previous video, I had said that you had to reuse the hardware, and then I realized after that you don't. It actually comes with brand new hardware in the box, as well as a sticker with a QR code for instructions for installing this shit if you don't know what you're doing anyway. And I want to mention though that say something like this happens to you, and you know, in life you end up getting something wrong or whatever, try not to let it ruin your day, your week, your month, your life, whatever. Just sometimes it is what it is, you know what I mean? This is all just good and fun, and this is a hobby, riding around on my bike. I love it, but I don't, you know, talking to a buddy and he's like, oh man, you gotta be pissed. It's not the end of the world. Really, it's not. I just realized though that this takes an Allen key versus the stock one, which used a 15 mil wrench on this side. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and find the Allen key for torquing that down and make sure that I get it the right way, I guess, like that. And then, like I said, rotate that. I don't know how well you guys can see that. So obviously it's been, like I said, several days. I've also installed these bars in that time. Let me just get an Allen key. Okay, got an Allen key for the clamp here. Get that on there. Beautiful. And let's go ahead and slip that on. I think I mentioned before, considering I'm probably gonna pull off that catalytic converter. Not 100% yet, but let's see. Gotta try to get this in there now without screwing it up. It's a bit of a tight fit, but I guess it's supposed to be. There we go. I think that should pretty much do it. And then I noticed that they include some brand new bolts for this. So let's go ahead and get those. Oh yeah. Let's see. Good, same 1/2 inch. And then I've left the little baffle things in there, but we're gonna take those out. But I thought we would start it up with them in and then figure it out from there. And this here, I'm just a painter, don't worry about that. That was just me being a little bit messy with my paint. Okay, that looks sick, but I really think I do want to turn those around if I can, but we'll find out soon enough. And then you guys may or may not see it. see. Get this all tightened up. Alright, now let's have a look at that. That's looking pretty sweet. And if you want to look in there, look in the hole, there's that little baffle I was telling you about, but we'll be taking that off in a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and get the other side installed because I don't really think you guys need to watch that. Okay, undoing those 3 screws, definitely did take off that. Although, let's see, that comes out. Oh, and then, oh look, it's got multiple holes. I'm guessing the baffles stay in there. Yeah, so it's not hollowed out. And then, by the looks of it, the multiple holes will allow me to put that on just like I wanted. Yeah, okay. Oh, and I just realized it's got the S&S logo there, because I was kind of thinking, oh, that sucks, it's going to hide the S&S logo, but it's actually on both sides. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we will keep these just in case one day I get pulled over and you get a fix-it ticket. I'm in Ontario, Canada, where you can get a ticket for pretty much everything nowadays, so I'll hold on to those. And yeah, so let me go ahead and get this on. Okay, here it is, the final moment of truth. So, like I said, I pulled out those 2 baffle things. I don't think you can pull out the whole cartridges because then you would have nothing to screw the tips into. But I'm digging the look. They're angled the way I wanted. Let's go ahead and fire it up. See how she sounds all rolling dirty. Harley now. Like I said, excuse my messy garage. Rock on. If you want to see more video of this bike, make sure you click that like button and subscribe, and you'll get to see some more of my adventures, and hopefully one day a clean garage. That'll wrap this one up, guys. I'll see